It's loading. It's going faster. So smile, get ready. All right. It's loading. Oh, goodness. Hello, everyone. It's going faster. So smile, get ready. We are live and excited to introduce the amazing Supercell Bowl winners of 2024. How are you all today? We are live and excited. All right, so
Okay,
are we good?
I think so.
Okay. So we are live and joining people across the world, hopefully, to talk to the amazing Supercell Bowl winners of this year's event. We're here with the Baptist Heme Dream Team from Jacksonville, Florida. So welcome. Glad to have you all on today.
Thank you.
So the first thing that I want to talk about was something that Aaron was saying before we started filming. So we would like to learn a little bit more about your team because this is the first time ever that we've had a clinical team win the event. So the opportunity for a clinical site to have a team is something that we've always put out there, but it's not the typical team that we're used to at an institution of, say, a school. So if we could explain that opportunity just a little bit to talk about, what is the composition of a clinical team? How does that work? And if any other clinical team wants to be formed, what's your advice in order to help them succeed? So Aaron, that might be something that you want to talk about, like the composition of your team. You all were listed. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, so our team composition currently, we've got 7 Florida State College MLT students. For Baptist Health, we host MLS students from Santa Fe College, University of West Florida, FSCJ, Georgia Southern. So the groups are coming in. They need to it's a great way to kind of team build as well and to involve your actual hematology team in more of a fun, engaging way to actually for training and
So,
just educate.
sorry, go ahead.
Oh, okay. So it's worked out to be, it doesn't have to just be the one specific program. You can now kind of get together and it gave us a great way to kind of pull together and bond as a group. And you would think that, you would need to just be the one program, but we're at the clinical sites hopefully helping you guys get ready for your board exams and to actually complete everything you're doing to get to graduation to hopefully bring you on and kind of hire you. So it's a great opportunity not only for us to do some training, get you familiar with the team, to make sure you're ready, and then hopefully help promote you guys as well with our managers, because the great thing with our leadership team too is they ask about how everyone's doing in the competition. So it's another platform to kind of showcase our amazing students. So, and even our hospital president came down and asked how the team was doing, and then found out that they had won and came down to congratulate. So it's pretty
That's
cool.
what I was going to continue to ask you. So it's a really great opportunity, as you said, for clinical sites to be involved, to spread the word throughout the hospital, through the community, and also promote the local institutions. That's really, really exciting. And you all were one of only a couple teams ever in the events that we've run throughout the years to be both MLT and MLS. And I know that we were talking last night, Aaron and I were talking last night about team makeup, and you had some MLSs in for a little bit, but then the rotations ended, and then it ended up with MLTs being present. And it's nice to know that there was support for all different kinds of programs. And I would love to encourage, and I think Aaron would love to encourage too, to have other clinical sites also provide teams. So I don't know how that's going to work out in the future if we maybe have a duplicate of teams where the program has a team and a clinical site. So if we get to the point where that's an issue, obviously we'll address it, and we'll do that as we're doing the sign up. But speaking of sign up, if you all are interested, not you on the screen per se, but anybody watching, if you are interested in signing up as a clinical site team for next year or as an educational team, you can absolutely do that on the blog. We will have that available in the description of the video once we post it. And it's the new Medical Lab Lady Gill site. Just a plug there to make sure everybody knows where to go to sign up. And you can sign up all year long and then become an amazing team, just like this winning team that we've got here. Okay, so now we're going to go around and we're going to ask some hard-hitting questions. They're not really hard-hitting questions, as you know. So the first question is, did you have a good time? Are you happy that you competed in the event and everything that came with it? I hope you didn't feel too pressured or anything, but you were doing amazing the whole time. So was it fun or was it too much pressure?
A little pressure, little pressure.
Just a little bit of pressure?
Yeah, I don't think that like the pressure was the real motivator. I think it's just, like having a passion and like just wanting to get better and improve and, see yourself get better scores, better times. Like that's really what drives it more than the pressure.
For sure.
I think that sounds like the spot on perfect answer. Hopefully that's the way it is, that it's just you competing against yourself and not the entire other set of teams out there, because you can't let them get in your head, right? We could trash talk each other a little bit, all in jest and fun. But when it really comes down to it, it's all about your improvement of your skills. So that really brings us into the next question. Do you think that it helped you improve your skills doing smear reviews, white blood cell differentials, or just even cell ID? And how do you do that while looking under the scope?
I think it did. I will say when I first started, the way that I worked with my hematologist instructor was she would print out like the automated results and I would do a manual diff and compare. And after practicing on the television app multiple times, you can see my numbers getting progressively better and better and closer to what the automated results were. So yeah, I think it helped me.
So what I'm hearing is you're becoming a bionic tech, that
Exactly.
you are part machine now and part human.
Exactly, yes.
So now we have superpowers. I did not know that this was going to happen, but this is amazing. What are you doing over there, Aaron?
Super Amari, yeah.
Oh, well.
Does anybody else want to answer the question too? Do you feel that was what happened with you as well?
I think it was like a synergistic thing, like the more you do television, the more you get better at doing actual smears on patients and, practice slides and whatnot. And in the same fashion, the more you get exposed to practice slides and all kinds of disease states, it also helps to go back and, get better scores on television. So it goes both ways for sure.
Absolutely. I agree with that too. And we as educators also have the opportunity to provide our students with cases from the hospital. So if you are a program director out there or a clinical site that works with your local facility, through Cellavision's educational account, you can take real cases that you've done in your lab and give them, with making them obviously HIPAA compliant, but giving them through the Cellavision program, educational program, so that your students can end up looking at them before they end up in the clinical site. So if you are interested in doing that, please make sure that you reach out to the amazing individuals at Cellavision, and you can contact them through their website and they'll be happy to help you. They've been at CLEC a few times as well and have really helped everyone set up their different accounts. And it's good for, oh man, a really long while, years. So reach out to them and they can help you out. All right, so thank you. I have a question that might be something that might divide the group. I don't know. Who do you all think was your most improved player? So your MIP.
Whoa, you guys look at me.
We like to pick on Omar. A lot.
Yeah, I've improved a lot. I feel like, my scores and even just in the program itself, I feel like I've really picked up a lot of things throughout my clinicals, and doing this cell bowl made me very, very good at being able to identify the cells at a very quick time. So, I feel like I can do CPC a lot faster now,
Very, very nice. Thank you so much, Omar. And it's nice to know that everybody feels the same way. You had a unanimous response. So,
Maybe Justin too, but Justin did really well.
oh, so we have a few people that are kind of tied for MIP.
No, Justin did a good job.
Okay. From what I hear, everybody did a good job. I don't know if everyone knows or has a definitive answer for this, but what about your MVP? I kind of have an inkling of who it is, but just wondering for the sake of the episode, who was your MVP and why?
Wonder who it is. Danielle. Danielle. I don't know if we said that, but Danielle.
Do you all, Danielle, do you want to say anything about your experience and how you rose to stardom of MVP of the group?
So I had an idea of a cell bowl from our Professor Bradshaw. So I started practicing like around late August, and then
Wow.
I started when we started clinicals. I would use Cellavision like during my breaks.
Mm.
Yeah.
There is a
Sure.
lag, so I'm just making sure we're getting.
Yeah. I think Amari, did you do something similar too? Or during some of your breaks, you had your iPad out?
Yeah, there were some moments where it got really busy in the lab, and during those moments where it was very busy, I would pull out my iPad and I would just identify cells all day. So yeah.
So I think that tends to be the same kind of strategy that other program winners have used too, where they're kind of just fitting it in at odd times. I've done mine in the bubble bath and other locations that we won't talk about here. Just don't do it while you're driving, right? You can pick up kids and sit in the pickup line and do it, Um, So that's really great. I've heard that last year's winner MVP, she said she must have put Oh my gosh. How many hours did she say she put in? Like over 200, definitely. How many hours do you all think as a group you put in to doing television this year?
Oh man, it gets kind of addicting after a while. You just start, you lose track of time because once you get a 30 out of 30, you're like, and you got it in like 40 seconds, you're like, I can beat this. And then you just keep going and going. Man, as a group, I don't know.
What'd you say, 200 last year?
200.
We'll say 3.
We'll say 3.
Okay, okay. Your group might have been bigger than theirs, so maybe, I don't know, the ones that continue to keep on pushing for it. But yeah, there has been a couple of different strategies that have been used in the past. So we've had the thumb strategy, we've had the put it on the table and use your fingers strategies. So what was the overall strategy that seemed to be successful for you all? Hold it and have a friend do it.
So for me, I was using my thumbs, and then
Okay.
I heard Danielle was using 2 fingers, so I would put my
Okay.
thumb down and I was like, oh yeah, this is a lot faster. But Amari was using all
Okay,
the
listen. So I had an iPad. Okay, I had a different strategy. This might be a new strategy, but I had an iPad and I quite frequently use it throughout school with the Apple Pencil. So because the Apple Pencil is so close, like I could almost use it like tapping it, like in the extent, like when you're using a tool to point stuff out on the board. I used it because it was like less time for me to move my hand. Does that make sense? So I would just keep the pencil in place, just move it really fast,
Oh, nice.
like this. And that's how I got score.
I'd almost be scared that I would stab the screen, and break the
Honestly,
screen.
at some points I was kind of scared. I was doing my clinical rotations, and the lab manager was working with me at one point and was like, "Hey, calm down! You're gonna break the iPad." So
Yeah, when the time starts going, you get kind of furious when you do it. I do too. That's wild. Oh my gosh. Okay, so you all, where are you in your rotations now? Are you towards the end? I know the semester is ending for us now. Is this your last semester or is it your almost last semester?
I
I
think,
guess our almost last.
yeah, most of us probably still have like maybe a month or 2 left of,
Yeah.
rotations.
Most of us would be done by like February.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so does that mean that you have done a pretty good amount of benches within the lab? At least like 4 or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll probably have at least 1 left.
Mhm.
Okay, so where do you think that you'll end up? Do you believe that you're going hematology now? Do you like chemistry better? Do you like micro? What are your thoughts?
Whoever pays me more.
Ah.
No, I'm kidding.
Generalist, nice.
I love, personally, I just love being in the lab, like being in the lab setting. So it doesn't really, I'm pretty flexible. So it doesn't really matter to me. My love so far is microbiology.
Mhm.
Mostly the hands-on benches. So micro, blood bank was really fun. So I still have to do hematology. So I'm excited to see how that it's too simple for me. I don't know.
Very nice. What about our bionic lady over there?
I feel like it's a little too. I feel like I'm trying not to close. I'm trying not to be closed-minded, but I really enjoy blood banking. So
Okay.
I'm really good at that.
Yeah, we're going around the room.
Well, okay. I enjoyed the theory of blood in general when I was in school, so I kind of enjoyed blood bank and hematology, and it has transferred like in real life. But I also really do enjoy the like hands-on aspect of microbiology a lot. So it's kind of like a mix of like what I understand and like what I enjoy physically doing.
Okay. I'm sensing a theme here.
Yeah.
I teach both of those. I was stuck between blood banking and micro also, and then I ended up in core. It was a wild ride. All right, Omar.
Well, yeah. So like, I feel like I see myself in hematology. I
Okay.
like find cells and stuff like that. I feel like it's a very strong skill. I also like chemistry a lot, but I feel like it's like majority machinery and stuff like that and maintenance. So I feel like hematology really brings my skills like to the roof. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
But yeah, I'd say hematology. Honestly, I haven't done micro yet. It's my last rotation in February. But as of now, I'd say hematology.
Okay. So I'm noticing a lot here with it's things that you can see. So it seems very visual because I was a chemistry, like not I want to say specialist because that's where I mainly was, but I didn't have a specialist certification. And it really is, it's all numbers, but I have a really good imagination. So like those numbers like mean like visual things to me in my mind. So if you have a visual memory, just because you can't see anything doesn't necessarily mean that it doesn't, you can't make it mean something visually for you. But I do sense that in all the students that I've ever had, which has been a lot, it seems to always be, I want to do the hands-on stuff that I can see, and that tends to be where everybody wants to go. But again, you're not out there yet. You're going to get trained everywhere. I'm pretty sure you're going to get trained everywhere, and you may end up saying one thing and then liking something completely different in the end. So we should do a close the loop talk after like your first year and see if that remained the same. I think that would be exciting because that would be a really good way for new grads to really see a global perspective of the lab, instead of maybe what they've experienced so far. So this is a really great conversation. All right, continuing on, Aaron, you don't count.
I see myself in micro. Okay, maybe Nick.
So I'll break the streak here. Honestly, chemistry and molecular testing, that's kind of just that's where my heart belongs. I don't know what it is about it. But yeah, micro is fun, hematology is fun, but something just calls my name and the less visual part, I guess.
Do you like the speed of it? Because I am like a racer. I just love to just have the speed and, I don't know. I like to run around all day and like do things and get a lot of stuff done. And I think that's why I thrived in chemistry.
That is definitely part of it. Yeah, the amount of, there's definitely a little bit of ADHD involved for
Oh
sure.
yeah.
Um, but something, I don't know, there's something about just like intuitive connection with like the values that you're reading and like what they mean and like checking like QC graphs, just like silly example, but like it just yeah, there's the connection that just clicks in my brain. I don't know what it is.
I did
And you
not
don't even
experience.
have to think about it. Yeah. You're like my best friend now. Move over, Aaron. I found another chemistry guy.
Yeah. Okay, I understand.
No, I love, as she was saying, I love every single area of the lab. And if I say that I love one more than the other, if I start to talk about that one, I'm like, oh no, wait, I love this about it too. And you can't really lay, put your finger on exactly what it is. It's just everything. So I think you all might end up finding that out as you go through too, because I like to geek out, and I think a lot of us in the lab like to geek out. Omar's not sure back there, I think, but yeah, he's like this the whole time. He's playing it cool in the back. But yeah, I think it's gonna be a really fun journey for all of you. But I do appreciate you're the first person to ever say chemistry, so I celebrate you. Awesome. All right, Danielle, we've skipped over Aaron because he's just, in the background. How do you feel?
Well, so far I do like micro and hematology and chemistry so far, even though chemistry can get a little hectic. I I really don't mind like analyzing the like samples, see if it's appropriate, and then like checking the electrolytes almost.
Okay.
And like the cell bowl thing also helped me with improving in diffing. So I really enjoy that.
You were making a difference.
This is why we're friends.
We had to throw one of those in there. Come on. So nobody said coag yet though either. And that tends to be one
Oh.
that ends up like chemistry. It's like the chemistry of the hematology world, right?
Yeah.
I
It's
enjoy
like-
coag. I enjoy
What's
it.
that,
I like coag. It's like, you know, I feel like I was like doing that a lot too while doing hematology. I kind of switched off between coag and hematology and doing the maintenance there and all that stuff. So it's pretty cool, honestly. But I just feel like we spent more time in the other subjects like hematology, blood bank and stuff. So I feel like that's why no one's thinking urinalysis or coag.
I love your analysis.
I did too. I really enjoyed it.
I really enjoyed it. Yeah. That was fun.
But yeah, now that you mentioned coag, it made me realize the thing that's missing between coag and chemistry for me is the speed. So you were definitely onto something.
Yeah, because it's the fast part of hematology, depending on where they have it in your lab. Ours was just in a cell where you had the main analyzers in one place, and the other hospital that I go to all the time does the same thing. But yeah, it's like the speed version of hematology, and then you don't get to see anything there either. But it is a different kind of methodology too, where it's mechanical and you got the little ball that stays in one spot, but it's spinning like crazy. Yeah. Or that depends on your analyzer, actually. So it could oscillate back and forth. Yeah. Okay. Everyone's staring at me like, what?
So exactly with me.
If you ever have a problem, oh my gosh, with the analyzer maintenance for coag, and so we had I'm not gonna say the brand, but we had this big ring of all of the cuvettes, and oh my gosh, if that thing separated because like toilet paper, it got pulled or something, oh, the balls all over the place, insane. So I hope you never have anything like that, but it's craziness. All right, so not the least, but the last. What is your favorite area? Wrap it all up for us.
Well, I don't know yet because I still have microbiology and I've heard a couple good things about it. I am enjoying chemistry. I like it. I think it's the annulites, because I'm into nutrients. But in all the areas that I've been in, it's been fun. I did enjoy blood bank. It was really fun. And hematology with the cell division, I've improved, so it's very simple. So I wouldn't mind being in there as well. I enjoyed all the areas. So for now it's chemistry, but I still want to check out micro. It might be that one.
Yeah, if you go core, you can't go wrong because you get to do many. Do you all have a separate molecular place, or is it just integrated everywhere throughout the lab?
So they all got to rotate at we've got several different hospitals in various sizes. So right now we're all at the downtown campus, which is our larger centralized lab. We've got Baptist South, Baptist Beaches, Baptist Nassau, Baptist Clay, and those are a little more medium sized. So they got to be different lab settings. So our molecular is pretty much at our downtown campus. Every other campus does like a small flu A, flu B, RSV, COVID molecular, just like a Cepheid. But most of the actual molecular testing is done downtown in micro.
Okay, you got to go downtown. That's a song.
Yeah.
Very old song. So I am going to check the chat to see if we could. I had to move the thing out of the way because it does not match what we're doing live. All All right. So far we don't have any questions in the chat, but we have people watching. So you all out there in internet world, do you have a question for these amazing Super Soul Bowl winners? If so, please drop a question in the chat. We are ready to hear from you. I'm going to keep on going, and hopefully we will have somebody reaching out to say congratulations or ask a question. But feel free to blow it up in the chat. All right, so we did the strategies, we did the favorite area of the lab. Now I'm starting to ask some logistics questions about this year's event. So we did some new stuff that we'd never done before, and we got rid of stuff that we kept doing, and I felt like it was old. So one question I have is, did you all like the scavenger hunt? How did you feel about getting out there and doing stuff and bringing people in the lab and talking to them? Or did you not go anywhere and Aaron did all the work?
No, we did the micro. Remember, we showed some nurses microbiology.
Oh yeah,
You were there.
I was there.
You were there, and you were there.
He's
You were there
acting
all
like
night.
I don't know.
Yeah, those nice people that were in the blue scrubs.
Okay.
They gave them the tour. They were so our quality nurses came up, and our infectious prevention nurse, a new one, came up. So the three of us, especially Omar, he's very helpful.
Oh yeah.
Gave them a tour of the lab, and even one of the nurses that's the head of accreditation, Tasha, had come up as well.
Oh yeah.
So we walked around with them, and actually it was during quality week. So took some pictures with them and walked them around the lab.
That was fun.
Yeah.
Well, I do
And
have to say that I had more pictures of you all doing the scavenger hunt in one go than all of the rest of them combined, because you all were all over the place and doing such a great job taking people around and showing them and talking to them. So I really appreciate you all getting out and helping to spread the word about the lab and the team centric type of understanding about the healthcare team. Did you have a specific event that you liked the most? I mean, I know that we got most pictures from the quality one, but that would have been micro. But did you have one that you went out so the first 3 weeks? The first 3 weeks was the blood drives, so you could go and spread the word and have people vote for your team and try to give you a better score by voting for your team. I just put a poll up. I don't know if it's just for you or people in the chat too. So the people watching, if you want to fill out the poll as well, we'll see what happens here. I know you're out there. I can see you watching. Come on, we want to talk with you.
I was a bad coach. I kind of dropped the ball in the first 3 weeks for the scavenger hunt. I was waiting so we do a hospital blood drive with LifeSouth, where we have a couple of them that are set up throughout a couple month period. So our administrative assistant actually sets those up. So she actually planned them out, and the first one happened actually about week 4 of the competition. So we had just missed when our Baptist Health blood drive was occurring. So we had just missed the marker on that. So I was waiting for that to tell them about it. So I was a bad coach. I dropped the ball.
So I'm not saying you weren't the only bad coach. I'm just saying you weren't the only program that happened to. And by the way, there was a hurricane that you all were dealing with. So obviously
Two hurricanes, yeah.
that affects a lot. So completely understandable. But in the theory of it all and the idea of that type of event, do you think that's fun? Do you think that's a good thing to do? have you ever been to a blood drive and talked with anybody? Not necessarily for Cell Bowl, but anybody ever given blood and, you know, gone through that whole process?
I'm too skinny to donate, so don't look at me.
I just donated blood like last week when Black South was here.
Yeah.
And I think it would be great. I mean, I had great conversations with everyone in there, so I wouldn't see why it would be a bad idea to bring up like the cell phone and everything.
All right. Yeah. I was giving out cards to my students to go be pushy. They didn't go anywhere
Oh,
to go, but they never went to any of the places. But that's fine. So we have,
Did you tell the blood bank team you gave blood? That would have probably,
Yeah, I did.
That probably would have got you some.
yeah. Well, the blood bank supervisor was like, "You should go donate blood today," and I was like, "Okay." So I went and I donated blood, and then we just got into conversation. Like there were a couple of phlebotomists there who were also talking about like wanting to go into the lab and be at work, at potentially go to school, go to work in the lab too. So
You're making that program director very happy.
yeah.
yes, I am. Yes, you are. Absolutely. So that's one of the goals is to really, you know, as we were talking about before we started this event, talking about spreading the word of the lab and the importance of it so that the community as a whole knows and understands more so that we can get more people coming into the lab. And showcasing you all, showcasing our educational institutions, but I really want to make it so like it's a hospital against hospital thing where they're, you know, out there and, you know, instead of those magazines in the waiting room, they're watching Cell Bowl. They're like, come on, team, you know, and like putting it out there and it become really like football, how football takes over the nation. It was only at really one time of the year and now it's all the time. So let's get that excitement going about Cell Bowl because, you know, that's what it is. It's awesome. All right. So we had our scavenger hunt to make it so that we are meeting the express desires of all the people that have filled out feedback from over the years because they wanted to do more than just the hematology section of the lab. So that was the whole idea. Let's get you out there in the community, talk about all this craziness that we do in the lab and why it's fun. All right. Have you seen any improved visibility of either your programs, the lab, you as an individual, since you've been in the Cell Bowl and won the amazing event with the amazing times that you did? I have them up here, by the way.
Good job, team. Team, Beth's Heme Dream Team.
I've definitely so going from doing rotations in the core lab and then doing my phlebotomy rotation at another location. I didn't expect this, but there have been a couple of MLAs and nurses that have seen me in the core lab and then seen me at this phlebotomy location. They've been following the Cell Bowl and they've been like, hey, congratulations, I've seen you around. So it's cool. I guess, it's nice to be recognized.
Oh yeah, you're famous. Awesome. Do you want to take out a personal pitch for yourself? Bring the camera closer to you. Hello, my name is. I would love to work at this facility. Please hire me. I love chemistry.
I will be available. Here is my number.
Yes. Upon graduation, you can access my contact information here. Well, that's the hope. I mean, it's the hope that you all will be out there. People will see, oh, you're from the team that won. Hey, put it on your resumes for real. You should use it. They look for that. As I said, we're hoping and it's starting to catch the world by storm. But I mean, hospitals really are looking at it and using it as a way to I don't know necessarily judge their applicants, but to be, I don't know, helping out, finding good applicants for different areas of the lab. So that's why we were talking about where would you like to work in the lab, because hopefully somebody's watching, a recruiter, and is writing down who you are, what program you're in, and we'll be contacting you all soon through a program director near you. So if you want to throw out your names, that's fine. Um, but I want to look at these times because you all did some really great stuff here. And I also like that even though you all were going through the hurricane, you still had this great participation. We didn't get it immediately in, and that's why it didn't show up in the first episode and stuff. But I was going through and helping out the different programs that were having trouble. So with that being said, you all went from being 14th in the nation with a less than perfect score all the way to first. And that's wonderful. That's incredible. Now, I'm not trying to focus entirely on, just a perfect score and the times of perfect scores, but there has to be a winner and we have to have a way to figure out what, who the winner is. And Bionic Tech there, she was starting to integrate to the computer of the analyzer, and she was becoming faster and faster and faster. So how were we with the times? I mean, we saw 64 seconds, which is really good, for your first ever time anyway, especially with all that was going on, down to 36 seconds. That was the ginormous jump that I was like, what? And very, very wild of a jump. It was almost like the integration happened, and she's becoming one with hematology. But we had 64 to 36, then 36, then 34, then 32, then 29. And it was almost like every single week it was 2 seconds off, 2 seconds off. And at the same time, you had people in Connecticut that were only a few seconds off of your score also. So was that, I don't know how to ask this. Was that motivating you? Was that scaring you? Was it fun? How did that go? Because I've never been in this situation. I personally don't know how this feels, but how was it? Did you at least have fun during that time? Because that's intense. That's really intense.
For me, I don't know how this sounds, but I wasn't thinking about like the other two. I was thinking about everybody in here. And when I heard somebody got like 30 seconds, I was like, I'm coming, Danielle, I'm coming for it. Yeah. So yeah, no, that's true. Like, the competition within, I think, is what drove us to want to do it even more and, improve our scores and whatnot. So
yeah, because I love everyone here. We all get along very, very well.
Yeah.
But also, we were like competing against each other.
Yeah,
like,
absolutely.
I'm beating Justin.
Did you all have a leaderboard?
No, they would text me though and ask what someone got. Did someone turn the score yet? What's the score? Did I beat?
Yeah.
Did I beat Amari? Did I beat Justin? What did Justin turn in?
I saw the trophy. I saw the trophy. So did we move the trophy around at all?
No.
No.
Did anybody try to steal it from you? Like,
I tried.
I'll take
I tried with my iPad. I was so close. But I didn't get there. I tried. I was close though.
So
Has she stopped and now you're doing it and she doesn't know you're doing it and you're like, I beat your score?
Oh, no.
No, you stopped since the event's over.
Yeah. Are you still going?
Yeah, I was about to say, like, after the second week and Aaron came to my like location, he said that, Amari's getting kind of close. I'm like, "Oh, okay. I better keep it up." And as like the competition like went on, I did feel a little pressure from UConn, but like it was mostly just me wanting to challenge myself.
Well, I wanted to let you know, and I said this in the last episode, they sent you congratulations and wishing you well, all of you, before the event, the last weeks of the competition, the Supercell Bowl. They sent congratulations, everyone, no matter what, no matter what the scores were, they were congratulating you. So I thought that was really great. And Aaron also had sent that too, without me telling him that they did that. And then I just revealed it in the last episode because it was just so cool. That's a really nice way. I mean, I'm all about the fun banter in between. I have specific programs that I talk smack to their program directors. We don't end up ever beating them, but I do it anyway because it's fun, and that's what it's supposed to be. It's like a family event where everybody's, the cousins and the siblings are all competing against each other, and it's all for the same cause, all for doing better for patient care. So that's really wonderful. Oh, we have more people watching. Everybody out there, can you please drop some love in the chat for these amazing students and their team coach? Because we are almost at the end of
Yes.
this whole thing. So let's share some love.
You're celebrating with us. Come on.
Oh, that's
right.
Nice.
Yeah, we had to calm Justin down before the event. He was all wild and crazy. Him and Kelly were just slow him up a little bit.
Now, you all have made an MLT sandwich at this point. So we had MLTs win the first one, then the inaugural one. Then we had MLSs win the two previous ones, and now MLT's winning again. I know it was a both team, but the final people, I'm right in saying that, right? MLTs? Okay.
It was, yeah, multis.
So, this is great. I don't know if this is a pattern now, but we will continue to see. And I expect all of you, as you go through and you become the amazing professionals that you're turning into, that you better get out there and still follow the Cell Bowl and talk trash to all the other students that you competed against, and support your local teams and everything, because it's becoming the event. It's all about you all, and I'm so excited to do that. And nobody's commenting. I see you out there, you on the internet. Come on, say something. It would be like the first comment ever in any of these episodes. That would be great. And just like a little smiley face. Yes, I see you. Just a little smiley face or a little heart or something. Come on, put it out there. Oh, there we go. There we go. We got some.
Oh man.
I'll take that as a win. All right. Any last closing questions in the chat? Any last closing comments for anyone on the screen? Anything you want to say? Any shout outs? Thank you, Mom, for giving birth to me and letting me get to this place in my life. Anything, this is like the Oscars where you get to say a speech, a thank you speech.
He's like a gallon of Gatorade to dump on them, or
Oh, I want to shout out my team, because I feel like we've been going through it. Like this program is intense. And I feel like we all uplift each other and motivate each other and encourage each other to keep going. Also, Aaron, like I'll text Aaron, like I'm tired. And he'll be like, you're almost there, Brianna. I'm like, I can't. But no, like we're such a great close-knit team.
Yeah.
So yeah, shout out to everybody and how far we've made it.
Been real.
Aw. That was beautiful.
I don't know if I can beat that. No, I'm very proud of them. They've all done a great job. They're going to make great professionals. I'm hoping we can all get them at Baptist Health at one of our hospitals. Yeah, they're all very hardworking, very dedicated. They keep me laughing. I give them all a hard time, and we joke around a lot, but we get everything done and have a great time. So I'm glad I got to be a part of this with them.
Ducks. Cute.
Are you ducking out of the way, Tiffany?
I'm laughing. I'm having a good time over here. So I'm waving to you.
So I'm proud of them, and can't wait to see what they all do. And I know they're all going to keep going. They're going to keep from MLT to MLS. They're going to be the leaders in the profession. So I can't wait to see where they go.
That was beautiful. Thank you,
Yeah.
Aaron.
Even Omar.
Oh, yeah.
So now that we're towards the end, where do you see yourselves going with anything in the future? Do you see yourself staying around? Do you see moving to another state? Anybody going into the military?
Switzerland. That's it. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh, wow. Okay, so did you want to put in a quick word? Switzerland. We have an amazing cell bowler coming your way. Do you have a time frame?
We'll say in the next 5 years, maybe.
Are
Get
we
some
going to
experience
live
here,
there or
get
visit?
probably gonna move there permanently. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so he's getting amazing training in the next few years here in the United States. Oh. We have a comment in the chat.
Okay.
He's getting some amazing skills over here. We'll get amazing resume building, and then he's coming for you, Switzerland. All right. So we've got Ms. Bradshaw in the chat saying,
Yeah.
I'm super proud of you. You've been a great group. This is beautiful.
Aw.
This is a big old love fest. I'm loving it. All right. Well, thank you for that. I'm so happy.
Hi, Professor Bradshaw.
Got lots of love. That's what a party's all about. Oh, and we got some waving. She's waving. Hello. All right. So we've also got love, even more. Oh my gosh. Now there's hearts, there's everything. We've got all this coming your way. Lots of party, lots of love. All right. She knows how to do it. Thank you for lighting it up. That's good. So, in the past, we have taken students that have won and moved them forward into the job seeking status and everything. So I have done some videos and sessions on how to build your resume and use professional social media to help you find work and everything. And they do look at you and they do know. And if you tag me, I'll share you. But local hospitals, you've got some really great people here. They're staying in Jacksonville. and they want jobs. So I think you're pretty much already set because everybody's looking at you anyway. But congratulations on doing such an amazing job. Oh, she's got tears in her eyes. I do too. I'm trying really hard not to shed them. But you all are doing a fantastic job. We're so proud of you, and just keep it up. Let us know how you're doing and if we can help you in any way to attract more I don't know, more help with job search or anything. Anything else you want to say, Ms. Bradshaw? She's over there crying. You got her weeping with tears in her eyes and love in her heart.
Don't cry.
Well, I'm so glad to hear that you've got such great support, and you all did a great job. I didn't get any answers in the poll. I'm going to end the poll. It was fun to do this with you. Sorry everyone that we started late. We had some technical difficulties all over the place. It was wild. But congratulations to you all. I thought I was going to share something on here, but I mean, I guess I could. The next step in your Cell Bowl winning journey, your Super Cell Bowl winning journey. Professor Bradshaw says if you need anything, let her know. And oh, Nick, who graduated from her program, is now in the UK. So when you go over to Switzerland, maybe you can end up, stopping by. You've got some global friends. So let me see if I can share this for you, because number one, I've tried to connect you all, and I believe that Erin's already working with just trying to do this I don't have anybody that helps me on this show, like technically, so I'm doing all of the clicking. So you all, since you won, oh darn, that's not what I thought I was on. Sorry. My goodness. This is starting at a place that I did not pick. There we go. All right, that's you all. You look great. We've got the rest of your winnings that are coming your way. So look out for the amazing trophy. And hopefully it will arrive to you soon. And Erin is in contact with ASCP for them to send you your winnings that we promised at the beginning of the competition. So what are those? You get the trophy. You get individual certificates. You're online with me already, so that's already happening. You get your own BOC study bundle. Each of you personally gets one. So it's not for the group, it's for each of you individually. And you can let ASCP know when you want that access. They attach it to your student account, your free student account. So make sure that you know your student account number, and therefore you can get that attached to your account, and you can go ahead and start studying for the BOC. Make sure that you take it as soon as possible, because it's not that you lose the knowledge per se, but when you go in between graduating and working, if you're working in one area, you're kind of dropping other stuff because you're focusing on the specific area you're in. That's why I went core. And if I didn't go core, I wouldn't be able to do be a program director. So you want to think about your future end goal as well. I didn't know I was going to be a program director, so that wasn't on my radar, why I chose core. But I saw more advancement opportunities in core, so that's why I went there. My background was in biochemistry before I went and took the MLS program that I went to. And then if you go to an area of the lab that say is like blood banking or micro, generally you don't end up going throughout many different benches. If it's a larger hospital, they end up being separate. So just think about what you want to do in the future before you sign the contract and start working, because it's very much a benefit for you as it is for them of having you in a place that you really want to be that sets you towards your goals. So I'm gonna stop sharing because I don't remember what's after that slide. Okay, so it was the other event, and just to put you out there too, because we want to give a shout out. I'm going to give a shout out to our second chance winners too, and I'll give you all an opportunity to congratulate them as well, because they're winners too. And they don't get this amazing interview like you do, but you all are winners together. So the second chance showdown winners were Central Community College MLTs also. Woohoo! It was the MLT event this year. Congratulations to them, and congratulations one last time to you all as well too. I kept getting so jealous looking at your picture of how warm and beautiful it looked down there as the colder weather was coming in.
Yeah, it's cool.
There we go. All right. So thank you all for coming on. And Professor Bradshaw is saying the same kind of thing. Core is the best way to learn everything. Anywhere you go, you do have to rely on the other areas of the lab in order to give appropriate and accurate patient care. So you will need to know other locations no matter where you work. So, but yeah, if you want to rotate to more benches, like I said, I like moving around. I would be on like 5 different benches in one day. It was awesome. Or I would take students, because I did education. I was the head of education at the hospital before I took the PD position. I did hospital employees and students rotating through the core, and it was great. I had students with me. I was working the bench. We were talking about everything. We're having a great time. I was asking them questions. They were asking me questions. We were geeking out together and solving medical mysteries together too. And she just doesn't know how to handle me. She's like, anyway, it was a really great time, and I hope that you continue with your passion and continue doing a great job. So congratulations. I'm stopping sharing. One last chance to say anything in the chat. We've had a lot of great goodness coming your way in the chat, and we're going to head on out now. So thank you all so much for joining us today. I am so happy that one live event went the way that we hoped it would go. And we look forward to spreading our Cell Bowl buddies across the world as they get some experience and head out to the Switzerland area, labs in Switzerland. So if you go and you happen to be sick in Switzerland while you're on vacation, please visit him in the hospital and he will take good care of you. And if you're down in Jacksonville, these people have you covered. You are going to be in great hands. Yes. So a round of applause for you all. Aaron, join me, please. Yes. Congratulations. And we will see you next time. Maybe just you watching it because you can't compete anymore because you're graduating. So congratulations. Bye-bye.
Thank you.